Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're live. Hello, everyone. Very, very exciting today.
Hello.
We've got Jess with us as well as Ossie. Double trouble. How exciting.
Pay for the price of one.
So this is going to be really fun. We're going to have, a bit of an exciting time working out who can make the best pasta from scratch. Pretty cool. Indeed. So I think maybe like each of you can introduce what you're going to make.
Well, Jess, it's your first time on the cooking stream, so as our guest, I asked that you would like to go first. No worries.
So I'm going to be making a vegan fresh pasta using olive oil rather than eggs, and then I'm going to be adding that spinach tahini sauce. So that's really exciting.
Nice.
Ossie, what are you making?
I am making a non-vegan pasta, but we will talk you through. Jess is also making the vegan one, so we're not leaving you guys out. Don't worry. I'm going to be making a traditional egg pasta, and I'm going to be pairing it with a sauce made from kind of like a broccoli. I don't know what to call it. It's broccoli. It's almost stewed in like veg stock with some chili and almonds and garlic and shallots, and finish with a bit of wild rocket at the end. I'm also going to be making a basil ricotta. It's just going to be dabbled around the outside, and it's just the idea is you just mix it all together in big old pot of pasta to munch on. That's the idea, at least. We'll see how it turns out.
Both of those sound so good. I'm so hungry already, and it's only been 2 minutes, and I haven't even seen any of it yet.
Would you like to talk us through the rules of the competition, Rosa, just so we don't forget?
Yes. Well, I'm just going to add at the bottom.
Whoa! Technology.
Who is making the best pasta? And we are going to be judging in 3 broad categories. Number 1 is speed, because however much I love you guys, I'm going to have to go and make my dinner at some point. So we don't want to be here all night. Creativity, because what is the point if you haven't mixed it up, trying something different? As we know from Ossie every week, it's all about experimentation. And 3rd is presentation, just because, I mean, obviously, I have mixed feelings about this because I do think a lot is about taste, but since having seen all of Ossie's professional photos, it's made me realise how good it is to actually make everything look nice. So that's
particularly as we're the only people that can eat it. Well, I can't give you a bowl, unfortunately. So it has to be.
I'm really
based on. You just have to. You have to take my word that it tastes great, even if it turns out horribly. Like, tastes great. Yeah.
Can't wait for the StreamYard update in 2050, where you can hand me.
Downloadable food. It's the future.
Sounds great.
People from LJY like 40 years ago probably think this is the future, but that's going to be us when we're older. Be like, wow, look at what they can do now.
Those young kids with their technology and things. Yeah, that's going to be us. Also, have we got any time limits? I forgot to ask. Have we got any time limits on this? Yes, we have.
I think we're going to have 40 minutes.
Wow. Amazing. 40 whole minutes.
Amazing. 40 minutes. And so we're approaching 5 minutes now, but we're not going to count this as part of your time. So it'll be a total. In total, it'll be a 45-minute stream.
Sounds good. Good length.
Yeah. So we've got so maybe we start in 20 seconds.
Stove to boil.
Yeah, go on.
Wait, we need to give a countdown to start.
Okay. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make your pasta.
All right, I've got my pan of water on there.
Okay, I have put the timer on.
I'm putting my water on.
I put my water on. I'm going to go over to my Ossie cam and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do first. Move out the way. First things first, sorting out the dough for my pasta. So I've got enough here for one portion. That's all I'm going to be making, obviously, for this. A well in my flour. It's about 100 grams of flour to 1 egg. Jess, you got your water on. Fantastic. So have I.
Yeah.
I need a bit of salt. Always important to season stuff. So a bit of salt going into my dough, along with a little bit of extra virgin oil, just for flavour. And in goes my egg.
So in mine, because eggs are a bit more firm, I'm putting semolina flour in, which is a coarser version of normal flour, and that might be a bit firmer, even though it's not got much else in to give it a structure.
Semolina flour. I think semolina flour is really nice for pasta. It's a good choice.
And then about
You guys have already lost me.
water, which I'm going to sort of mix in bit by bit.
This may very well turn into one of those streams where we just do everything and then explain it afterwards.
Yeah, there's a lot of here.
Because I got a lot of pride on the line here at the moment, and I don't want to, you know.
So I'm just
also not convinced that I can just ask us questions and see if we answer.
Yeah, I think I'll just have to describe what you're doing and just take a guess. Ooh, getting stuck right in there, Ossie, already with the hands. Love it. So you've been 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I definitely want, if you're ever going to make fresh pasta, you want to, ideally, once you've made it and you've kneaded it, because you must knead it, you want to give it some time to rest before you cook it. Ideally, if you have the option.
Yeah, it really needs to chill out, have a bit of a break.
Have a bit of a break, have a bit of a relax. You're achieving 2 things. You're working the gluten, which is going to give it a lovely chew. Pasta should have a nice chew to it. It shouldn't be soft and mushy. And you're also letting all that flour hydrate with the liquid that's in there, because flour takes a bit of time to suck up all the water or the liquid that you're putting with it. So you must give it a bit of time.
Yeah, and that's why you have to.
And you'll be rewarded with a much nicer dough.
Because this is a really nice dough now, but it's going to take in all the liquid and then get soggy afterwards. So it's going to need more flour. But right now, it's looking very beautiful.
So right now, I'm just kneading my dough.
I'm kneading mine in the bowl because I can't bother to get myself as dirty.
If I had any sense, I would put this through a machine to knead it, because doing it by hand is painful. But I suffer so that you guys can have entertainment. So
all we want.
Exactly.
Amazing. Well, I mean, I think you're gonna have to, when you've made the dough, you'll have to show it up to the screen so we can have a look at it properly.
Yeah, I'll make sure you guys get a proper look at it.
Yeah. How long does this process take? Ooh.
Right now, as little time as possible. So I'm going to give it a proper little knead, and then I'm actually going to stop.
What would happen if you didn't knead it
because it's also quite firm because it's got the semolina in. So my experience, the semolina means it needs a bit less mixing, just because it's already quite firm. So I'm going to move on to my mushrooms. So I want to get all the sauce stuff done while the dough chills out.
That's probably a good idea. Don't have to stress afterwards.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, so I've got a nice big pack of mushrooms. So I'm going to see how many I can work through in 5 minutes, and then we're just going to leave it there wherever I've got to.
Fair. Okay, the timer's on. 5 minutes for mushrooms. Ossie, not gonna lie, it looks like you've been sped up, like you're going in like double speed, like you were moving so quickly, your hands, it was like
I'm a busy man, I've got no time to waste. Right, that is now wrapped in cling film so it doesn't dry out. It's going to sit there and rest. I'm going to have a quick clean down. I'm going to start prepping my sauce. And I'm already out of breath. Brilliant.
This is why I do this whole bit sat down. It's nice and comfortable.
That's so funny. I do feel exhausted just watching you sometimes.
Okay.
It's enough. Okay. Well, okay. If you're watching, let us know if you have any thoughts so far. If your team wasn't your team, Jess. I mean, they haven't done much yet, so it might be a bit harsh to start taking sides now.
But surely vegans are all team Jess.
Yeah, vegans, team Jess. Just like maybe there's an
Rosa.
underdog who you're rooting for.
I can cook vegan food too.
I'm blatantly the underdog as well.
Just let us know. Well, let us know the reasons for why, who you're backing. Like, give some reasoning. Though, Jess, I will say, I am a bit of a mushroom hater, so that does make things a bit awkward.
You're also vegan, so it's like a balancing act.
Yeah, so now it kind of balances out, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm actually starting by I'm just ripping up all my mushroom stalks because I really like the texture you get when they're all ripped up. That's my current task.
Well, oh, interesting. What does that do?
It just gives it a sort of weird little sort of pulled, like textured part rather than just like chopped mushrooms.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't like how rubbery they are, personally.
Mushrooms, when mushrooms are cooked right, they are one of the most delicious ingredients.
Exactly, but that's why I need to get them on really fast because they need a lot of time to fry. Otherwise, they are just a bit rubbery grim. I need to give them enough time to get nice and brown and crispy on the outside.
Interesting.
Lots of oil and a lot of time cooking is what they need.
Jess, I feel like olive oil is your secret to everything. Like when you did the challah bake, when we made the challah, the vegan
That's
challah,
why when I cook on events, I do large amounts of it every time.
It's like you can. It's like you can make anything out of olive oil.
I really could if I tried hard enough.
It's quite impressive.
Make cookies with it. That's good.
Really?
So
oh yeah, you've made brownies with
because he's. No, to be fair, brownies you can't really taste it, so you may as well just use sunflower. And on camp, I wouldn't dare use olive oil unless we because sunflower's much cheaper. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to speed through these mushrooms at the same rate as a professional chef, and it's a bit difficult, but I'm doing my best.
Yeah. It's far more important that you go safely at the speed that you can still control your knife.
Well, yes.
Because if you can't control your knife, that's no good to anyone.
Exactly. Well, I'm in the unfortunate position of having the smallest chopping board in the house because the other ones are in the dishwasher.
Wait, so Jess, which type of pasta did you say you're making? Do you know yet?
I'm probably also going to make orecchiette, so sort of ears shapes. But we're going to see what time it is and see if it's faster to make tagliatelle. Because if you just roll out the dough and slice down really nice and quickly, you can just get nice long strips of pasta without anywhere near as much effort. Whereas it could be 15 minutes of me sitting here rolling little pasta shapes. What's the most,
what different ones have you made before? What's been your favourite that you've made, either of you, of pasta, fresh?
I mean, the one that I love, I can't, as much as I tried, there are still people who can do it far better than I ever could. It's when people make tortellini really, really competently. It's a very difficult pasta.
Which one is that?
It's the one that it's similar to ravioli. So it's a filled parcel. You use one sheet of pasta, like a square. You put a dollop of your filling in the middle. You fold it over, and then you've got to fold it around your little finger. and so it's left with this little gap. And the way, but it's one of those ones that it's so difficult to explain how you do it. You just have to watch someone doing it. And the people who are really, really competent at it and who've done it for really, really long times, just like can do it without. It's magic. I don't know how they do it because they just do it so well.
There's a YouTube channel. Called the Pasta Grannies, and it's just like little Italian nonnas sitting around making amazing pasta to this sort of amazing level that I could never reach. And it's truly incredible. Right. I'm going to run over and put my mushrooms on to cook.
Ooh, very exciting. Well, yeah, the thing I find about pasta as well is like there's so many different types, but genuinely they are all unique in their own way and good for different things. And like I feel like that's really underestimated. Like I saw this amazing thread on Twitter, which was like rating every single type of pasta and, you know, of like how well it holds the sauce, like all like, you know, the different textures that come with it, like so many things.
Pasta, there is such a massive world to pasta. Like there are so many different varieties. I mean, it's such a regional thing as well. Like pasta is you know, at its heart, it's two very basic ingredients, and eggs and flour. In some cases, just water and flour. It's just such a
north-south Italy divide, isn't it?
Well, I'd argue it's even more local than that. It's you could go to another household and have a completely different type, and there's so many different types that haven't like been documented that much, and like it totally just depends on the region that you're in. You know what's growing. Like you know, pasta in itself, you serve with whatever you've got growing around you. You know, traditionally it was like farmers would cook up whatever they have. Like like stuff like bolognese sauce, like obviously from Bologna, because they're using ingredients that they have around them. Like you know,
I've been there.
Yeah, like a beautiful place. And you know, like on the Amalfi Coast, they use a lot of lemons because they have beautiful lemons there. So a lot of fish dishes, a lot of lemons in them. But it's incredibly regional, and pasta is no exception. As in the types and the shapes of pasta, no exception at all. Sicilian pasta, especially, relies on like a lot of. Well, I mean, nowadays it's not as much of a problem, but you know, a long time ago, stuff like Parmesan very difficult to get in Sicily because it was traditionally a much poorer part of the country. So they'd use something called pan grattata, which is like a crispy breadcrumb that they fry off instead of having like Parmesan cheese on top. So it's like making use of those little substitutes, depending on your region, and you know, it reflects the culture and the poverty. Frankly, pasta is poverty food originally, and it's. But I mean, there's a reason it's lasted for so long, and you know when it's brought over to, when it's there's very similar dishes.
Recently, I came across a recipe. Oh, it spread so far because I came across a recipe recently, which was chickpea flour and normal flour pasta, which they make in India and put into dal, and it was amazing. We had it for lunch, and it was so lovely.
You can also make pasta with so many different types of flour. Like chestnut flour is quite a trendy one at the moment. So using flour from chestnuts that you'd have like at Christmas time, you'd roast on the fire, you'd actually use the flour from them. And you'd also use like stuff like sourdough pasta I've seen before. I'm not entirely convinced because sourdough starter doesn't usually taste of much, but it's interesting. It's interesting to see how far you can take it and what point does it stop becoming pasta. But also like around the world, you've got stuff like, you know, you've got things like noodles, like the most sometimes even pasta is called noodles, like you're having your noodles with bolognese sauce or something like that. So it's like they're all very similar, all out the same sort of things, like egg and flour or just flour and water. And so it's this kind of, you know, it is very Italian, but it's also very much not Italian. It's become so international, so worldwide. I just absolutely love pasta, you know. Right, I want to toast off some almonds. How are we doing for time, Rosa?
So, I mean, I was just about to announce in 30 seconds how you're doing. Suspense.
Oh, okay. I'm terrified.
Oh, what's that there?
These are some flaked almonds.
I missed all of that. How much time do we have?
I haven't told you yet because I'm being dramatic.
We're about to find out.
Okay. You officially have 25 minutes left.
Oh.
Oh, good God. Okay. Right. Gonna move on to some pasta rolling, I think.
I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking.
Is that quite
okay? If you're not panicking.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll make my tahini sauce, actually.
No
important.
Nothing to worry about.
Not at all. Nothing.
I mean, I know for a fact that if I tried to do this, it would take me probably triple the amount of time that you're doing it. So I am doing. Oh, we've got Leo commenting below.
I've had a haircut. No. I had a haircut, and I even looked back at my memories on my phone today earlier. Right, the 1st of May is when it all went off, and it has just grown since then. I haven't touched it. I've done anything to it. So any sort of accusation, clearly, that's really quite the allegation. I'm going to be having words with you because that is no.
Well,
not been touched at all.
Leo missed our last stream, unfortunately. The last couple streams he looked, but I'm not sure if that is an endorsement of you as the candidate.
Thank you. That's wonderful. If it's not, I'm going to be having words with you. All right. Not on.
Yeah. So hopefully that is a hashtag Team Aussie coming in.
I hope so.
From Leo. Who knows?
Hi everyone.
What are you rating cheese?
You sounded like a Dalek there.
Funny, what's happening?
You sound like a Dalek when you talk for a second.
You sound like a robot.
Me?
Yeah. No, you didn't. You did for a second. You did for a second.
Weird.
Exterminate.
Yeah. It actually sounded like
it was very, very odd.
You know how it is with the Wi-Fi.
Okay. Making this tahini sauce possible.
Right. Ricotta sauce. I'm going to be doing something in a second that's going to make a bit of noise, unfortunately. So
I'm going to have to mute you again.
That's fine. Not just yet. You mute me. Okay.
So sad.
Should I mute you? Oh, here we go. Still looking gorgeous. Hashtag Team Aussie. There you go. You got your official endorsement from Leo. Well done.
That's fine. We can just end the stream here. We can end the stream here.
Celebrating.
We can end the stream here. Fine. That's fine. I've got it.
I told you.
It's been a pleasure. See you guys around in a couple of weeks. Been wonderful. Thank you.
Aussie, I'm sorry, but I am the actual judge, not Leo. So you're going to have to hang around until I give you my endorsement. I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
Okay. You're not making any noise, so we can... What, are you going to be blending?
Hello? I will be in a second. I just
what is
check on my almonds. I'm going to be making a herby ricotta. So if you take some basil or any other kind of like green herb and whip it up with ricotta in a blender, it will. If you eventually do it enough, eventually it will all go like really like bright green. It's a really nice.
So does it just taste like pesto basically, or no? Because it's
similar,
not the same
I'd say. Because I mean, ricotta in itself doesn't have a huge amount of flavour. It's kind of just a dairy, like a very mild dairy flavour. So I suppose I'm going to be adding almonds in at the end. So I suppose almonds, nuts. You use pine nuts and basil. So I suppose it would be a sort of similar kind of taste.
Sure.
Speaking of making noise, what are you up to, Jess?
What are you up to? I'm making my tahini sauce. So just tahini, bit of salt, bit of lemon zest, a whole lemon's worth of juice, and then I just sort of putting that water until it's a nice consistency.
Nice.
So I'm leave that there, and I'm going to start on pasta shaping because it's about time.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm going to stir mushrooms again.
It's going to be very entertaining for me.
Right, so my mushrooms are all good. They've just released lots of water, so now they're sitting around being a bit grim. We should wait till the water's cooked off and then they can start crisping up. So for now, I'm just making a nice layer of flour on the surface, getting my dough, and I'm going to divide it into a few pieces and start rolling it out. So I've got a nice ball, and I'm going to make it into a really long, thin strip. And then I can start shaking.
Salt.
Ooh.
Right, you might want to mute me. You want to mute me, Rosa?
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
Bye, Ozzy. What's he doing?
He's making his basil ricotta, which is quite fun. I'm actually having risotto for dinner today, but now I'm wishing I was having something with pasta because I'm going to get food envy. But it's going to be very nice with aubergine. Really good.
Ooh, okay, that's nice.
A different grain.
I think like ricotta is going to be as beautiful as Aussie's, but I'm doing my best.
That's no worries.
I'm just.
It's so funny. It's so dramatic. Like watching him, like judging it all and but not being able to actually hear it. It's quite funny. It looks really dramatic, but then you can't even hear anything.
So the real problem you've got is that the pasta always wants to stick together, so it's all got to be layered between lots and lots of flour to make sure they can't just all stick.
Mm. Oh my god, he's literally smashing it. So entertaining.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, what else have you is there any recipes, Jess, that you've discovered during lockdown? While you've been having all this extra time?
I'm back. Wait.
Well, for pasta, what we've been doing that's really exciting is my dad's been picking lots of wild garlic when we've gone on walks.
Oh, wild garlic.
And so we've made lots of wild garlic pesto. So basically at least once a week, I've made fresh pasta and Dad's made wild garlic pesto and we've had amazing dinners.
Oh, nice.
Wild garlic is probably one of my favourite ingredients of all time. I absolutely love wild garlic.
Wait, what does it taste like compared to normal garlic?
Yeah.
It's slightly milder.
That doesn't sound good.
Well, it depends. It depends if you have it from where the root. If you have it from where the root is, right? It can be really strong and peppery, but the leaves are actually fairly mild. It's almost like what a spring onion is to a normal onion. Does that make sense? So a spring onion is a slightly milder onion flavor. It kind of also depends. If you get it right in its peak, it's only in season for 2 or 3 weeks of the year. And if you get it right at the peak of the season, you can sometimes get some really harsh ones. But the really nice ones are actually quite mild. But they are gorgeous ingredients. It's almost like a spring onion, but taste of garlic. Is the best way I can describe it, I think. Right, yes, I've got to get on to my pasta making.
Oh, and now things are getting even more heated as we get an official endorsement from Sam Finkel for hashtag Team Baker.
Team Baker. Okay.
Yeah, it's very exciting. And I don't want any spoilers,
Thanks,
but
Sam,
there is a chance that we might be getting a certain Sam on a live stream soon. So just watch that space.
I will still be supporting and watching him, but I will be judging from afar, Sam, because you've chosen the wrong team. You have made a very, very powerless enemy.
So funny. I mean, okay.
I felt I do cook for him a lot. He stopped supporting me.
Oh, fair. Yeah, so there's some ulterior motive going on, maybe.
Yeah.
Harsh.
You don't need to admit that.
You can say that for quite.
Or it could just be because he's had all the stuff that you made. He's had all the amazing food you've had so many times. He's apologised, but he hasn't taken it back. Obviously, he says it's like onions and spring onions.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh,
trying to steal my lines now. Steal my lines.
Wait, but which is better?
What's better? What do you mean?
Onions or spring onions?
Depends what you're making.
No, I think if you could only ever have one, then it would be normal onion. but his Wi-Fi isn't good enough to watch it properly. Come
Oh,
on, Sam. You have your vote isn't going to be fully valid unless you tune in for the whole thing. Oh, whoa! I've got some news, everyone.
what?
15 minutes left.
Oh God.
God.
That's fine. I'm not panicking. I'm not
Dun,
panicking.
dun,
You're panicking.
dun.
I'm not panicking. You're panicking.
No one's panicking. No one's panicking. No one's panicking
No.
at all.
Who suggested
No,
there was
no
panic?
panic needed.
Who
It's
suggested there was
like
panic?
sounds like Aussie leading Israel tour. We're not stressed.
No.
Why would you be stressed?
Do you remember that one? Do you remember that one time that I don't even remember where we were, but there was just some really, really loud alarm go off, and then Lauren asked, "What's that alarm?" And I very coolly and calmly turned to her and all the other kids and said, "Don't worry, guys, that's the everything is fine alarm," and everyone was calm. It's the alarm that goes off when everything is completely fine. There's nothing to worry about. It's just a really loud, jarring alarm. Just,
Okay.
It happens.
That
Just-
sounds,
yeah,
in
it's just-
Israel, that sounds really convincing.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just like
The
it's just
country
like the
known for
hey,
sending off
hey
alarms
guys,
for no reason.
just like hey guys, it's 4 a.m. You're dead asleep. There's this really loud alarm, but it's a reassuring kind of jolt, you know.
Nothing to worry about here.
Yeah.
No.
Amazing.
So
Oh,
I'll explain the pasta that I'm doing at the moment is.
oh
called
yeah.
archiette.
Should we do a zoom in into you actually and have a look
Yeah,
at that?
definitely
and then
watch Aussie doing it rather than me.
No, we'll go
So-
to you after, Jess. Don't worry.
No.
I've rolled them
Because I
into
can
little
see Aussie
logs.
doing it with much more talent than I've got.
I'm rolling them into little logs. I'm just using my thumb into little balls and just pressing them out like that. So they've got this little flat bit and a little
Ooh.
slightly larger bit. The little larger bit will get nice and chewy as it cooks, and the little soft bit will act as like a bit of a scoop for the sauce. It's one of the easiest pasta shapes to make.
Oh
Doing it
wow.
on a time limit.
And you can make it super, super rustic, which is to say not look very pretty, but it doesn't matter because it tastes too good.
How long does
Right.
it take to cook?
About
Minutes.
a minute or two. Not even. It's you
Yeah.
want to go by eye. You want it to basically you put it in. You want a rolling boil first in plenty of salted water, and then you want a rolling boil, so really, really aggressive boil, and then you pop them in, and then when they start to float to the top, they're done, and they go into your sauce without hesitation.
Wow, look at that. Stunning. Amazing. Oh,
Yeah, one of the
that was a
benefits
bit
for-
too aggressive, wasn't it?
It was, but luckily the dough is playing ball today, and I'm able
That
to just
actually
squish it back
looks
together.
so much easier than making tagliatelle.
Oh,
That
yes.
makes me
I mean,
feel like
so-
I could maybe handle this.
The observant among you might notice that in the
For the
background of
beginners.
Aussie Cam, I've got it's actually my mother's old pasta machine from years from before I was born, when she was around my age actually. And I've got that in the background. I'm not going to use it today because it is it's quite an effort to get the machine out. But if you are so inclined, the dough itself for pasta is very easy. So if you do have a pasta machine, or you've got a neighbour that will lend you one, or you've got a family member that will lend you one, then please give it a go because it really is quite a cool
It's worth
bit
trying.
of kit. Definitely. And
Oh,
it's-
that's
it's-
so
as well.
fun.
like
Do
it's
you
Okay,
nothing-
and
You may as well.
we've got let's have a look now at Jess's. Have you got very far?
So I'm kind of making my logs, just chopping and then making little sort of a bit less shapely than Aussies, but again just pushing down my thumb in the middle and rolling it around in a bit of flour, and it does the job.
Stunning.
Although,
Amazing.
let's-
How many have you made so far?
I've got about a plate's worth here. I've probably done half the dough.
Wow, that's really great. Amazing.
I think it's also
We've got
like this shape in particular is called little ears because they really do look like little ears, and my argument is that ears come in all shapes and sizes, therefore this pasta comes in all shapes and sizes. So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not,
Yeah, we're not
So
doing
that
any
is my-
body
that is
shaming
my,
of our pastas.
no, of course not. And
We're not body
that
shaming.
is my excuse. Some of them are slightly
Yeah,
not as
everyone
I
is
intended.
beautiful, guys.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
there's beautiful ones and there's not very beautiful ones, and
It's like having a favorite chanich, because we never ever have a favorite chanich. That's not a thing.
No,
It never
no.
is, right? And you can never
Okay,
have
well,
favorite.
We've we might be finding out soon, actually, who your
How long do
favourite
we have?
Haneshimo are, because they have just remembered your awful joke from Israel tour.
I
And
don't know. It's not such
10
thing.
minutes.
10 minutes.
Jeez, okay. No one's stressed. Okay, Tally
No one's
remembers
stressed.
that on tour when you
Good,
make
good.
And
Good,
so
I'm
does
glad.
Ella.
And was everything fine? Was everything fine?
So does Ella.
It was. So I don't understand
Narrator. Nothing was fine. It was not fine.
It was. There was
Okay.
nothing wrong.
Okay.
Nothing wrong.
I want to hear from Ella and Tally who they're endorsing. We've got Mia coming through with In It for the Vegans, hashtag Team Jess.
Oh dear.
Yes. Thanks,
We're
Mia.
a vegan army,
You're
I
best.
swear. God. Okay.
I mean, it is LJY. What are you expecting?
Literally, you're so right. Well, yeah, anyway, shout out to, Israel Tour 5778. Good times. Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Plenty of salt going in my water for the pasta.
Oh my God. Okay, let's
Yeah,
not
you need to be
ourselves-
as salty as the sea. That's the plan.
Oh my God. This isn't good dogma, guys.
Yeah, but it is good flavour.
Exactly.
Dogma, good flavour.
Right, I'm going to move you over to the cooker.
Oh,
So
we're going on a road trip.
New position with Jess. So we've got my mushrooms cooking, and they are very, very brown and nice and crispy, which is exciting. They're almost too crispy, it's amazing. They've got crunch on them. And yeah, I'm going to also salt my water. Put like steps of that salt.
Wow.
Right, that's
really,
really,
really. Ooh, that's really coming along. Good work, team. Oh, got to be loyal to Brum, hashtag Team Jess.
I just lived there for the past 4 years, I'll have you know. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, we've all been Brummies in our time.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Unlucky. That was a close shave.
A highly charged comment.
Don't get sulking. Okay, if you do your Brummy accent for the rest of the live
Okay, that's
stream,
no
then
problem.
please.
No worries, Ped. No worries.
Oh, I regret
No
that so much.
Oh, it's a beautiful accent, isn't it? It's the most like downbeat of all the accents. Yeah,
I think Tally's definitely not going to be
fine.
being
The
on your
bridge has
side
been burned.
now,
No, the bridge has been burned already.
The bridges have been burned.
That's fine. No, that's fine. It's no going back. So you know.
Oh my
What
God!
can you do?
I'm going to close the window because of the rain.
Oh.
I've got my broccoli going in the pan.
Very good. Okay, so I'm only going to make up one portion for right now because we're going to be eating it later as a family, and I don't want to have lovely fresh pasta sitting around against me.
I've only got one portion.
Work out what one portion is out of my plate of pasta. This is one of my plates of pasta, all ready to go. How much time is there?
What's that?
How much time do we have?
Okay, so we have got 6 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to put some pasta in the water.
Okay, what is there left to do?
For me,
How long
all I need
will
to
that
do is
take?
finish my sauce. And cook the pasta.
How long will that
takes 2
pasta
minutes.
take to cook?
About a minute to 2 minutes. I'm going to finish my cooking in the sauce as well.
Is that it? That's so fast.
So fresh
Okay,
pasta
you
takes a lot less time.
It really
than,
inspired me. Just wait until you get my
let's just hope it goes
you'll
better
get
than
pictures
gnocchi, yeah?
from my attempts soon. Yeah. Well, no, I'm ready to move on and try something.
You're ready to
else.
move on. That's good. Yeah, that's healthy. That's healthy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna to endure on the balcony.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What
Someone
is going
got caught in
on?
the rain.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
What is going on?
Awful. That is, wow, that is really impressive.
Yes.
I'm pleased I was at home watching everyone make pasta.
Oh dear.
Wow, that's quite impressive. Okay, 4 minutes 30 to go.
Okay. So
Research.
I've got an issue. Which is the tahini, when you heat it up too much, splits and the oil and water separate. So I've got to be really careful with my temperatures as I finish cooking it to make sure my tahini doesn't split.
Yeah,
That's my worry at the moment.
Okay, so you've got to be fast but accurate.
Yeah.
And you've still got to get all the presentation ready as well.
Well, exactly.
Much to think about.
So much.
Okay, and Ossie, where are you up to?
My pasta is now boiling. I'm going to give that a minute. I've got my broccoli with my shallots, my garlic, my chili. I'm going to add in the lemon once the pasta goes in. I'm going to add in a bit of the pasta water as well, which is going to help bind to make a bit of the sauce.
Yeah.
And finish it with my
I don't know
almonds.
if I'm cheating or not.
And my
I made 4 portions of pasta last night as practice, and I kept some of the pasta water because the more pasta cooked in pasta water, the thicker it is. And this is only having 1 small portion done, so it won't be very good. So I've got better pasta water from yesterday.
You know what?
Is
I'll
that
allow
cheating?
it. I'll allow
it's not
it. It is. But it is.
Cool.
No. It is cheating, but I will rise above it. I will rise above it.
Okay. And when we get to the right moment, we now have got 3 minutes. And I'm just going to remind everyone who's watching that they're going to be able to comment below and tell us what they think about who should win and why. I want all the reasonings for, and yeah, then each category will be judged out of 10.
Oh my god, okay. So yeah, I'm taking my pasta out.
Mine needs another 30 seconds.
I'm just going to put it in my mini wok and smoosh it around with everything that it needs.
My pasta is now going into my sauce. Along with just a touch of the water.
Cool, I need my olive oil back.
Ooh. 2 minutes.
Also, adults only, I'm going to put a little bit of white wine in.
Okay, 18 plus here. Ooh, there we go.
Just a drip.
I've kept mine child friendly. Just want to put that out there.
Okay.
Oh, things are getting ratty now.
How much time do we have? Like a minute?
You have 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Okay. So I've got too much liquid. Okay, I'm turning my heat off. I'm going to drip about a tablespoon of tahini in and mix it through.
How long left?
You have got 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go.
Okay.
Wow, it's all coming together. I'm just going to do some zooming in.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Okay. There's a lot of concentration going into this now. You can see it's all to play for. These last seconds can really make a difference to the entire game. We've got Ella coming through. This is stressful to watch. I feel you. We have now got 22 seconds to go.
Oh my.
It's stressful to watch. Stressful to watch, yeah? Stressful to watch.
Yeah, can you imagine what it must be like?
Try doing it as a day
experience
job.
this?
Yeah.
Okay. And okay. And I just need to breathe. We have got 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, manic peppering, 5,
Oh my God. Waking us up.
3,
Wait.
2, 1.
I'm happy with this.
We're off. We've got 40 minutes. It's done. Let's have a look.
Okay,
Wow.
okay.
Catch your breath.
What's a lot?
Okay, let's see.
No,
right, let me move
my
our
camera
banner.
down.
It's a bit in the way. Wow. Let's look at that. Oh,
So I've got my
really
pasta
good.
underneath with spinach mixed through it. I've got some mushrooms on the top, which are really nice and crispy, and then topped with a bit of rocket and pepper and olive oil. That's the dish.
Wow. Okay, I'm liking the colours you've got going on there.
Yeah,
That's
it's a nice
delicious.
palette, isn't it?
Wow. Okay, Ossie, let's see yours.
Very nice. So I've got some orecchiette cooked with broccoli and stock to make a beautiful kind of broth. Finished with some beautiful green rocket to really enhance the flavour, and a basil ricotta just to add a bit of creaminess and richness to it, and topped with some flaked almonds just to really play off the broccoli.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Very nice. Oh. I want to eat both of them.
Yeah, you at least you get to eat one of them.
Yeah, at least we both get one plate of pasta at the end of this.
Yeah.
So jealous.
No bad thing.
Wow.
I'll come over and make pasta in Hackney at some point.
Thank you. Okay, please, let's have a look. Okay, so speed. Well, I mean, you both did it in the time that you needed to. So we're giving 10 out of 10 for both of you. Okay. Then we've got, do you guys want to pitch what was creative about your bowl?
I'll let you go first, Jess.
I think for me, the biggest creative thing is the use of tahini. Anyone who knows me knows that it's one of my favourite foods. And I started making pasta with tahini on when I was working in Calais, because we'd make tahini sauce for the salads and then bring home the leftovers at night, just pour them on that pasta. And so I fall in love with the idea of tahini and pasta, but I know that it is quite a creative and alternative way of doing things because a lot of people wouldn't go for that combination. So yeah, for me, that's the like big sort of creative element.
USP.
And that's the USP, bit of tahini.
I mean, also, I guess like you get some points for the veganism is quite creative. I mean, I'd never heard of an eggless fresh pasta before.
Exactly.
So let's hear now from Ossie.
So this is using beautifully fresh seasonal ingredients to show off the very best of pasta, keeping it very simple but really concentrating on maximum flavors. Right, this is emphasizing what is growing around us at the moment with a beautiful, fresh, green, vibrant color. I mean, I know it's not the funniest day today, but what are you doing there, Jess?
I'm just eating the pasta.
Sorry, it's a bit loud.
emphasizing the best ingredients that we have at our disposal at the moment, which, as you know, have been watching any of my streams, I've been harping on about using up seasonal ingredients. So minimal use of ingredients that are taken from afar. Beautiful, fresh, green, vibrant, delicious, fresh pasta. What more do you want?
And okay, let's see. So we've got and then talk through the presentation.
Jess, do you want to go first?
I mean, I think I've done a nice job on the presentation because something with tahini on can easily kind of just look a bit like beige all over the top. But I've mixed some of the mushrooms and spinach through the pasta and I've left some on top, so it's nice and colourful, and the rock on top really helps bring out the colour. And you've got sort of the bits of pepper on top, bits of olive oil on top, so it means the flavour isn't just continuous throughout the whole dish. There's sort of different things on each bite. And the mushrooms, I think, are some of the best mushrooms I've ever cooked. They're so crispy, they're so brown. I know Rose doesn't like them, but they've got nice crispy edges and they're really nice and dark, which makes a really good mushroom and means they really stand out on the plate.
Amazing.
And there's lemon zest on top as well.
Well, much like the presentation, I've really emphasised the green and the freshness of that. You can very clearly identify that bowl in front of you exactly what you're about to eat. You can very much see the broccoli, the rocket, the almonds, the ricotta, the pasta itself, of course. A little bit of chilies, a little few flecks of red going through there. So it's very easy to identify what it is you're about to eat. Also, a nice little bit of lemon zest on top to give a little bit of freshness. So it's very easy to identify what you're eating. It's pasta with at its best and its most simple, which is what it should be. And it's beautifully green and vibrant. What more do you want on a summer's day? This, a lovely glass of wine or child-friendly drink, whatever you're going to have. What more would you want on a summer's day?
Wow.
A glass of water.
That was really beautiful. Okay. The results are in. This is gonna break some hearts, but
oh no.
Like it has to be done. And we've got I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just
tune in next week to find out the results. It's been great. See you guys. I'll see you around. It's been great. Keep yourself safe, keep yourself well. I'll see you guys around. Bye. See ya.
You wish.
Okay. And you missed out. Okay, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for speed, 9 out of 10 for creativity for Jess, for Ossie 8 out of 10 for presentation, Jess 8 out of 10, Ossie 9 out of 10. It is in fact an LJY-Netzer draw.
Oh,
I'm shocked.
Oh, this is really one for the history books, isn't it? That is, yeah. That is.
Comment below who was your true winner and why.
That's astounding. That's
astounding.
That's unpredictable. Much like the current situation we find ourselves in, that was completely unprecedented. That was.
I've never heard an LJY-Netzer draw. What is it?
No.
What is it? Well, basically, I can give you a short history.
What? Every game ever in LJY.
It's the whole concept is basically so that people don't leave our movement forever. Because there's a lot of sore losers about.
I have a strong feeling that the E3 Prince managed to keep their members despite choosing winners.
All about sustainability of LJY-Netzer. I'm sorry, but I'm sure you can have a look at what your fans have to say in the comments about who was their winner truly and why. But do you know what? That was honestly
the real winner was the audience, because you got to watch us panic in the kitchen for the last 40 minutes. And also we're partly winners because we got food.
We get to eat the pasta.
Yeah. You guys lose. The viewers lose. The viewers lost.
Obviously.
Big time. But yeah. No, we love you.
It's so exciting.
Keep watching.
No, keep joining. Honestly. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, tune in.
Amazing.
In 2 weeks' time, we're hopefully going to be back with another special guest. So, and a good comment from Ellie. Both of you need to post recipes.
Yeah.
So take a lovely photo of your plate, and we'll be uploading them tomorrow with the ingredients list, the instructions, because hell, I need to have a go. Everyone does. That was stunning. Thank you, everyone. Okay.
Amazing. Thanks for having me.
Oh, good old guys.
Bye,
it's been a pleasure. See you guys around.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Ossie. Bye.